gloves. That's what this is about, protective wear. So here we go, right here. So let's talk about them. So let's take a wander around. Right here, we'll start with the easiest ones. These guys right here. Big fan of these because check it out. They are the quickest of all of them to put on. So let's talk about it. Here we go. So when you're looking at gloves online, when you go to Amazon, you're going to find that there's a big broad variety of gloves that you can look at. You type in motorcycle gloves, you can type in bike gloves, you can type in electric skateboard gloves. There's all sorts of different gloves that you can look for. These are one of the ones that I found very early on as motorcycle gloves. I really liked the fact that they had this protection here, but I did find that it was lacking. So when it came time for falling, this area over here was just not protected nearly enough, and I ended up hurting myself. I didn't like that very much at all. Boop, boop, boop. Here we go. And so, oh man, that's why I hopped in the street so you could have the sidewalk. You try to be polite. Yeah, but these guys right here, I absolutely do love them. But you see these vents, they're just for show. The air does not flow through. The knuckle protection is actually pretty good. It's A1. I don't like that you get this wrinkly back thing happening here whenever you open up your hands. So if you're looking at convenience, these definitely win just because they're easy to take on and off. And believe it or not, when you're riding these wheels, when you're riding these electric vehicles, this convenience factor, that's a lot, man. That's a lot. My camera died on the last one, so we're taking these back on again, or putting these back on again. There we go. So yeah, I mean, the aesthetics of these, big fan. Also, I like the white, like the red. I mean, they're cool. They got this little Racer X kind of vibe to them. So, I mean, all in all, I mean, you're going to spend probably $15-20 for a pair of gloves like this. The haptic touch stuff is garbage. That's a lie. You're just going to get frustrated trying to tap stuff. That's why I ended up actually just peeling that finger out, because tapping stuff, just forget about that. It does not happen when you try to use your phone. Hot garbage. So these guys are the Hillbillies, and there we go. So these guys are the Hillbillies. You'll see they got that nice little protection there. These are actually really rigid for the cost of what you're going to be paying for these, which is around like $30-40 you can pay. You're getting ultimate protection. You got the top side support for your wrist, and then you got the bottom side support as well, and so it's pretty cool. Here, but we're scaling down when it comes to comfort as far as how these work. So we're going to go ahead and try to see how it works to put this on real quick. So taking this off, you see, that was pretty quick. So see how long it takes to put these on. There it goes, and a nice little wrap, and we're done. So these are actually pretty quick. Gives Darth Vader though, right? Very, very Darth Vader-y vibes. So let's go and let's compare. So with the left side here, we've got knuckle protection. Right side, we do not have any knuckle protection. This little bit of leather right here, man, I really wouldn't trust that if it hit really hard on the ground. So between the two, definitely better knuckle protection there. But you do got a lot of mobility here. Retraction here. Definitely if you're riding a scooter or a scooter, an e-bike or something, then you're going to want to not have anything like this. And here, this, we have no haptic anything, no feedback. These digits will not give you any sort of feedback on your phone. You can press as much as you want to, and it's just gonna not do anything. But the materials here, this leather, it feels like genuine leather, and it's really, really heavy duty. It feels like electrician's gloves in terms of how just rigid and rough and tough this is. But at the same time, there's no breathing in here. So in the summertime, these things get sweaty, and you really feel how durable and high quality that leather is, because there's nothing nothing in here. There's like no liner that, and then trying to pull this, you see my Velcro's coming apart there, but you see there's just no liner in here. So because there's no liner and you're really exposed to this really rough leather, it makes it just a little less comfortable than I'd like. But in terms of protection, top notch for both the bottom and the top. Just no knuckle protection and no ventilation at all. So yeah, in terms of protection, this is going to trump, right hand is going to trump left hand. What do you think? Which one would you rather use? All right, and that was round 2. So I'm going to pick this one in terms of protection, and we're going to go to the next glove that we have in our little lineup. Okay? So we're going to go to the next. So you see I have 2 P1 Max gloves here, right? There's little differences between them, and we'll go over those differences here in just a minute. So this was an early generation of the P1 Max glove. Really, really love this. This always tickles me that we have a sidewalk that goes right here, and I just personally couldn't live with myself. Like I just couldn't block off somebody else's sidewalk and feel good about myself. But whatever. People are funny. Need room for so many parking spots. Just need all that sidewalk. Anyway, here we go. But maybe I'm just too considerate. That went on pretty quick. Immediately, the comfort, night and day. Unlike the first gloves, unlike the first gloves, the vents actually work. You will feel the air coming into these vents, which is pretty cool, right? And then check this out. You see the knuckle guard that we have there? But instead of creating a discomfort, a weird little ridge here when you open it up, as a matter of comfort, you have this nice little give here. They've also snuck the topside plate for your wrist there, right? Now, in the original versions of the P1 Max glove, we didn't have a rivet. We didn't have a rivet here, right? And so because we didn't have a rivet, it made it to where that sometimes the slider would come out. And so we fixed that in later versions, but that was one of the downsides of the initial version here. This right here, this marrying for your pinky is super duper stellar, right? Because if you fall and your pinky drags, then this guy will try to break on you. But we've got this really, really revolutionary thing going on right here where we got the pinky married. The haptics on this are insane. You can type so quick. You can do the little swipey. So that's super duper wicked. Now, this is going to cost probably between 2.5 to 3 times what this is going to cost. Do I feel like you get 2.5 to 3 times the quality? Yes. In terms of aesthetic, in terms of functionality of the features, in terms of protection, just everything. Convenience, they're about the same in terms of convenience. With this extra little Velcro, it's kind of like, I don't know. It's not horrible, right? But yeah, I mean, I guess without a pull tab, the convenience on both of these is about the same. So there you go. This one does win for protection, for now. And let's go on to the last round here. If we had to update it again, I would say let's put some adhesive in here and maybe even some rivets. But this side doesn't seem to be coming out at all. So, hang on. I messed up. I took off, hang on, here we go. Took off the wrong thing. So we wanted this glove, right? Okay. All right. So the last showdown here, okay? The final versions of the Max P1, or at least the most recent upgrades of the Max P1 that we have. Let's check them out. Immediately the differences you're going to notice. And in terms of like functionality, this pull tab you are going to appreciate. Right here, this will start to fray over a period of time. So already we got another point on the new upgrade. This is the sort of thing that I love to see as well. This is why I love supporting Hafiz and E-Rides, because this keeps on getting better and better. When we talk about something that can be improved, it just gets better. It just gets better. So we've got rivets in the wrist guards here, so we're not losing this guy anymore, right? We've got a reinforced pull for putting the gloves on, whereas here we had a loop. Oh, hey there, guys. Here we had a loop. This loop would end up getting pulled off, would just come off of the glove over a period of time. So here we've got this rigid pull tab, and this pull tab is going to make it to where that you never ever have this thing just yank off. Durability is going to last a lot more on this side. Then we got the pull tab here. You already saw that. Beyond that, Hafiz, that is, opted to remove the QR code. I was a big fan of the QR code. I thought that it was super duper cool. He is such a humble, awesome dude that he just didn't want to have people running around feeling like they were advertising for him all the time. I personally think it's super duper dope and a great way to get other people hooked up with the goods. But, it's kind of growing on me, the way that it looks here. And then, let's see, the last difference here, this silver buckle here versus this black buckle here. And we get a little bit more. Let's see. So this is going to go around once. This is going to go around. We got a little bit more distance here. So we've got a little bit more coverage on the wrap than on this side. So you can see this side, we got about 2 inches right here of coverage. And then over here, we've got about, I don't know, 3 inches of coverage. So all in all, I definitely feel like if you got the first versions, you didn't get hosed. These are amazing. They have been holding up. You can easily put in a different wrist guard or reach out to Hafiz and he'll probably have them available for purchase if you'd like. And then, yeah, it's freaking amazing, man. Really excited. These are the only EUC gloves on the market, like just period. These were made from the ground up for EUC enthusiasts. And if you have the money, then treat yourself. It is absolutely worth it. I love the jacket. It's so adorable. All right, guys. Well, there you have it. The best gloves in the game so far, right here. The Max P1. And they're only getting better and better, guys. So go over to eRides, check out the innovations. And if you haven't already, follow them on Instagram.